What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We are checking out the weekly reset today. Logging in at reset, you get this message talking about the DCV. What is going to be taken away on September 22nd when Beyond Light launches. So the content that is going away are the planets of Titan, Io, Mars, Mercury, and every raid inside of the Leviathan. This includes Scourge of Past, Eater of Worlds, Crown of Sorrow, the regular Leviathan, all of that. But we are getting Europa, which seems to be a massive planet. If you looked at the director image that is on Bungie.net, they showed us what the director will look like next season. Europa is bigger than Nessus. It is massive. And we're also getting the Cosmodrome back, so that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And they give us a website to check out what is going to be vaulted at bungie.net/vault2020. So looking at the director, I was actually expecting a new pyramid ship to appear on one of these 4 planets. I thought they were going to do that every week, but it might be like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, a new planet will appear. But if we go to Io, the Contact Public event has actually changed from the Lost Oasis down to the Rupture. Now this is a problem. If you don't remember from last season, the Seraph Towers were at the Rupture. The thing about that is that Asher is also at the spawn point for the Rupture, as well as the Strike for the Festering Core. Whenever you load up the Festering Core, you load into the public space to do the event, or sorry, the Strike. So it just takes up space from people not doing the event. So I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like that's going to be a problem. But we also get another weekly mission called Interference. I'm pretty sure we have 3 different versions of this quest. If we go down here to Interference Loop, complete each of the 3 encounter types in the mission Interference: the Ritual, the Relic, and the Crystal. So we probably have the Relic this week and then Crystal next week, or one or the other. Checking out the moon activities for this week, we have the regular Peter Heresy, the End of Deep campaign for Powerfuls. For the Nightmare Hunt, we have the Fanatic. We also have Skolas, and we have Omnigore this week for Master Nightmare Hunts, as well as the Garden of Salvation. Checking out what's in the Crucible, we have Team Scorched with the Scorch Cannons, we have Countdown, and then all of your regulars. For Gambit, you have your regular Gambit Prime and regular Gambit. For your strikes this week, you have your regular Vanguard strikes, 3 of the same subclass element, which is Void Singe this week. And then if you go to the Master, you have Unstoppable and Barrier, as well as Martyr, Togetherness, Equipment Locked, Match Game, More Champions, and Savathun's Dirge. So I believe it's Savathun's song this week. If you go to the traditional Nightfalls, you have Inside Terminus, Strange Terrain, and Hollow Lair. So Strange Terrain, if you don't have the Braytech Osprey, I believe that's the name of the rocket launcher for the collections, go ahead and farm out Strange Terrain this week. You can go ahead and get it. It does have a bit of a low drop rate. It took me quite a while to get it, but if you still need it, you have a week now to do it. As well, actually, Hollow Lair, if you need Mindbenders, I believe it's dropping from this week's Nightfall, so you can go ahead and farm out some Mindbenders if you didn't have the chance to get Felwinter's Lie. Checking out what Eververse has this week, let's see what she's got. New Void finishing moves, Dawn of Invention.
Our inventory is stocked, so...
Oh, is this like a caveman discovering fire?
Heard a Guardian bragging about trashing a gate road. Fenchurch once beat 3 of them in a barefoot race across the first sun. He showed me the blisters.
Eris Key, please be quiet. We also have Wacky Inflation if you want that, be a Wacky Wave of Inflatable 2-man. But yes, we also have Matter Scourge for the Outbreak Prime. I believe this was available last week. We also have Vibrant Medusa. Very, very green if you want that. You have the War Set Arrival. The Calypso, all the way from Season of Opulence. Fist of Fury, and then all your regular consumables. Going down to the bright dust items, let's go and check that out. We have Mirror Mirror. Actually a pretty cool email all the way from Season of Opulence.
That's fine by me.
You have Burnout. If you're into the Ghostwriter type of bikes, you can go and get that one. You also have Boxer's Dance.
It's easy math, Guardian. You got the silver, Eververse has the goods.
You also have the Copperhead Supremacy Show.
Don't get too distracted.
You have Awkward Greeting.
Guardian.
As well as you have Abyssal Scream for the Tractor Cannon, very popular in PvP right now. It's actually a really cool Shadowkeep theme. It even has the little thing on. Okay, I forgot what that's called. You have the Hood of the Exile projection. It's not showing the projection for some reason, but the Trials helmet. You also have the Blind Clutch. Eris's little orb, you can just transmat in from that. The illicit transmat effects, if you want that as well. Guiding Light, another transmat effect. Ascendant Vex Chrome. Tarnished Copper. Actually a pretty cool one, I like that.
Guardian, maybe a new look.
Iced Poison Shimmer. Bit of a more subtle touch.
Our inventory.
Cerulean Divide, even changed the little emblem. Green on the Outbreak. And then all of your regular consumables. Just checking out the gunsmith, seeing what kind of mods he has today. For today, he has Machine Gun Scavenger for the leg armor and Target Adjuster for weapon mods. I highly suggest getting Targeting Adjuster, especially if you're using a controller on PC. That really helps you. Checking out what's new with the Prismatic Recaster. Means to an End. So this is just a continuation of the weekly mission. Let's see what kind of mods he has. Font of Light. As a secondary perk for Arc, while charged with light, defeating a command with a finisher generates orbs blades for your allies. And if you put an Arc mod, you get a secondary perk that says gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. So let's go ahead and get that. If you're wanting to get the title for this season, which is Forerunner, you do need to get all 12 of the seasonal mods in order to do so. So every day, if you want to get that title, go ahead and check out the Prismatic Recaster and have a new mod every day along with all of its staple ones along the line. And then the weekly bounties for this week: defeat taken on IO, and then slow and steady. Earn points by defeating combatants and guardians with hand cannons and fusion rifles. Fusion rifles getting the most experience. You could probably just farm lost sectors for that one. The daily bounties: precision shots, Cabal, Fallen, and rocket launchers for your altered elements. And then the weeklies give you the twisted energy in order to rank up the recaster. So you can go ahead and get unlocks for rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3. Checking out the new public event on IO, the pyramid ship is still there. Looks pretty much the same as it did last week. We got new music on IO in case you haven't noticed also. Ooh. The pyramid is actually opening up a little bit this week. So it might seem to be advancing on each planet. Last week none of those lines were there if you did the contact public event. And this is actually reminiscent to the Beyond Light trailer. If you remember watching the trailer, whenever the stranger was going to meet Eris and Drifter, we actually saw the pyramid ship opening up and it looked just like that. I did see that we did get a new boss for this week, and mechanics are a little bit different, but I'm not sure how different. By the way, in case you're doing this event, please put on some champion mods. Like, it seems like to be Overload and probably Unstoppable this week. There are still a shit ton of enemies on this public event. It seems to be overload and anti-barrier this week. Dude, how are there so many enemies on this public event? It's wild. Alright, let's see what kind of boss we have for the heroic this week. Oh, it's a giant ogre. Again, this guy has a shit ton of health. You gotta take out these wizards, it looks like. Oh, the wizards heal him. Yeah, the wizards are healing him, I think. Come on, you wizard! He's almost dead. Just finish, finish. Come on, finish. There we go. So what now? Just damage him? Some more wizards spawn. Oh, there's a marionette. I'm gonna try to get this marionette. Maybe he does something special. Holy shit, dude.
Pyramid on the moon was a herald. Of that I am sure. Thanks to your efforts, we will soon know more of their message.
Damn. All right. So that's the contact public event for this week and heroic version. That was actually pretty intense. Also got 62% from doing that heroic public event, so just doing 2 of those will get you that done. So that's all I have for this week. Thank y'all so much for watching. There is one thing to note though. Bungie has fixed AFK farming in the way that you get kicked to orbit after the event is finished, so you have to relaunch the activity if you're done with forges, as well as the glitch with Umbral engrams. If you focus them to the armor, that has now been fixed, so it will now give you the proper level that it shows instead of giving you over leveled armor. So players aren't too happy about that, but that's mostly just because level grinding is not that enjoyable, and you could easily just stack bounties or return in tokens instead of actually doing the activities. But either way, that's the end of this weekly reset. I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye. Also, one last thing. Make sure to like and subscribe because this Friday I'm going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2. I'm going to be doing a full walkthrough, fully 100%, new game plus, absolutely everything about that game, uploading as fast and as quickly as possible, all starting on Friday at the exact second it releases. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, I appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.